Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. And in this video, I wanted to go over a concept about paying for things. Now, I know there's a lot of people in society who are so attracted to free stuff. In fact, I remember hearing like from a long time ago, one of the best ways to market to people is to use the word free. Now, um, even though that's a good way to attract people, you don't necessarily help people when you give away your services or products for free. And I'm going to go over that concept right now. So there's an article here by Natasha Dedman, and I think she's from Australia. And this is the only article I found on Google. I didn't even find this topic on YouTube at all, or at least when I tried to find it, I couldn't find a video on it about the concept of people that don't pay attention. And then she put here, people that pay little attention, and people that pay a lot of attention. So it says here, have you ever done something for free to help somebody out, and no matter how hard you tried and all the tools or resources you shared with them, they just didn't follow through and solve the problem that you were helping to solve? I know I have. In fact, many times in the first year of being in business, from pro bono coaching, doing free events, and going out to endless coffees where my knowledge was drained to no avail, I was helping lots of people, but was I really? No. And so here's the thing, we're not helping anybody, and least of all, we're not helping ourselves by doing and giving away things for free. This is a very, very important concept. And if you want to view this article, I'm going to put it in the link below or in the details section of the YouTube video in the link below. But I really want to emphasize that people who want things for free, including yourself, if you are the buyer of a product and you demand that people give away things for you to for free, I 99% guarantee you're not going to use the most of what the product has to offer, right? Because people who don't pay attention. And that's why, yes, I like to save money, right? But I know in the back of my mind, if I don't pay for the service that's being offered, I'm not going to appreciate it as much as if, um, or I'm not going to appreciate the service had it been free, right? But the other thing too, and I know there's another side of coin. Sometimes there are people with lots of money and then they pay and then they just don't care, or they might make a big fuss or whatever. But I'm just saying, as a generality, if people don't pay for your services, then they're not going to appreciate what they have to offer. So, how does this relate to what we are doing in our organization? Yes, we have free lessons, right? And I know a group of real estate investors who not only do they invest in real estate, but they also want to share the education that we went through, right? Because there's an easy income opportunity of being able to share that education. And so they do free events, right? So free velocity banking. So I'm just going to kind of give you a summary of how we do things. So um, what happens is that we're essentially trying to get them to register for educational packages. And so one of the ways that you can get them interested is by giving them a free class with the hopes that they'll eventually see the value of what you're doing and then pay for the actual product that you're selling. And we're having a discussion with the investors and one of the team leaders, and he was like thinking like, hey, we should probably stop doing the free events because they're getting so much value out of it and they're not paying. And I completely understand that sentiment. Um, but I kind of counter with like, hey, you know what? If they're not willing to pay for a $2,000 class, that can help them potentially save up to 50 to $200,000 on a mortgage, they're never going to apply it. And I just know, drawing from my own experiences, when I was broke and I was taking to the free class on velocity banking, I knew in the back of my mind, I was like, I can't even afford a home. Why am I taking this class? At the same time, I was curious, right? I was like, wow, I kind of get the concept, like the line of credit. But then there's, the free class, and then there's the 8-hour class on velocity banking. And it's a, $2,000 educational package that will not only help me understand this concept, but all the other concepts. in real estate based investing, in which I would need a foundation on, yeah, of course, I'll pay $2,000. Maybe I'll put it on a credit card. I'll do something, right? Even though I couldn't really afford it at the time, I was curious and I want to know how to do it. And I didn't even have a mortgage back then. And so that's why I, absorbed the material as much as I could to learn about how to pay off my mortgage quickly, even though I took the free class. And so drawing from my own experiences, because I was willing to pay, I was paying attention. Now, there are people out there who will take the free classes and, they'll get the concept. They might even have the tools to do it, but because they're not willing to pay the $2,000 classes, even if they understand it, they don't value it enough to learn, to pay. If you're not willing to pay 2,000 to learn how to save 50 to 200,000, you're never going to apply it. And so, yes, there's a fear that, yeah, you're giving away valuable information for free, but if you're not paying, it's very unlikely that you're going to actually apply the concepts. And another quick story I want to talk about is another investor talked about this concept as well, where basically they did a mastermind seminar training or something like that in somebody's house, and that person charged like $20,000 for like a week retreat or something like that. But then they could invite their family members, right? Their family members would be at that retreat for free, so only one person had to pay the $20,000. And the people who paid the $20,000 on that business retreat founded, they were able to successfully run multi-million dollar businesses, whereas the people who just kind of tagged along and, as a family member or friend to that retreat, they didn't do anything with it. And so there's a very powerful effect of when you charge people for money and they understand, hey, like if I'm paying for this, there has to be value in it, and they'll put a lot more effort than someone who just kind of they get services for free. People who get services for free, or if they're not using their own money, do not tend to value what they get, right? And so, even if you're not selling something, if you're buying something, just understand that concept that you won't make as much as an effort with you'll make much more effort if you pay for it than if you don't. All right. So this is Crane Atlanta Mentorship. If you are interested in joining our group, go ahead and send us an email. You can find our email address in the About section of the channel, or you can go ahead and click the Google form link below and send us an inquiry there. All right, have a great day, and we'll speak next time.